Say hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to our day.
Welcome to our day.
Good boy.
Welcome to our day. Rock and roll.
That was the best. So the last few days I've felt like I'm going to pass out. I feel really dizzy, like I feel really spaced out, and I just don't feel safe like when I'm in my chair and just generally sitting here. And I've just checked my pulse because, well, just leaning to find my pulsometer, and then I put it on. It was 130. If you're new around here, I've got something called POTS, which is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, which basically, when I go from lying to sitting, or I get up and do something, my pulse skyrockets and my blood pressure tanks. And I've got medication to actually take to try and control this, but I've not been able to take it for about 2.5, 3 weeks because of like the stress causing migraines, being away, and then obviously this recent migraine. Because the problem is, once you take this medication, you can't lie down for 4 hours at least as a minimum. Obviously, if I then suddenly get a migraine, I'm screwed because I have to stay upright. So it's like really put me off taking the medication. But Sophie and I just spoke then, like if my pulse was at 130, sat here just leaning over there to get my pulsometer, when I was coming back from the low then, I hate to think what it was. So I've just kind of had to suck it up and take my POTS meds and hope that nothing happens to cause me to not be sat upright again. And if I do get sleepy or exhausted or whatever else, I'm just going to have to lie down a little bit. Not completely. Thankfully, we've got profiling beds. So what that means is we've basically got beds that are similar to what you get at a hospital. So I wouldn't lie down completely, but I would tilt the backrest back slightly. So I'm not as bolt upright, but I'm not completely let down, and hope that that doesn't affect my blood pressure. Because what would happen is, because it levels out your blood pressure from tanking, if you lie down once you've taken the medication, because it then brings it up to a level that is good, when you then lie down and sit upright and things like that, it rises it really high and can cause you to then have really high blood pressure, which is not good because it can cause strokes and things like that and heart attacks and whatever. So it's a really restrictive medication, but it does work wonders for people who have POTS. And when I have been taking it, it has been amazing. But there's been so many things these last few weeks that have caused me not to be able to take it. But there's multiple times now I said to Soph, I feel like I'm going to pass out. I don't know where my blood pressure machine is to be able to check that right now, but at least I've got my pulsometer to know that my pulse is being affected, which means my blood pressure will be. So I've just had to take that medication, and fingers crossed it helps me to feel like I'm not going to pass out anymore. I used to have it really bad where I would pass out, or my vision would go, or I would feel so dizzy and my eyes would go that I would literally like have to pause in whatever position I was in. Otherwise, if I moved, that little bit more would make me pass out. And on top of that, I have something called ectopic heartbeats. So it makes it feel like you're missing a heartbeat, because it goes dun 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 dun, and then when you're feeling it, it can go like dun dun. But actually, what's happening is your heart kind of, it doesn't do a regular pulse, and then what it does is it adds an extra one in, so you end up going dun 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 dun, and then dun dun dun, and it's like boom boom, and it starts then kicking in, so you actually then get an extra heartbeat as well, and that's where you can feel like palpitations, and I feel it in my neck. It's just awful. So I get that on top of POTS, and it's all just a little bit horrible when they're all kicking in together. So
motion detected at the front door.
I'm hoping I'm going to be okay and I can continue taking my POTS meds. Keep your fingers crossed for me.
Why are you doing this to me? This is not an attractive view, babe.
None of it is.
Oh my god, that's not a lie! Wow, thanks.
So,
Ooh,
we found a stud.
I'm not sure there's a...
We found a stud in our roof!
She got a t-shirt
So what we're doing is we're measuring now from where we might hang the screen to the distance of how far back the projector would go, to make sure it's not too far back that way.
Stay
With me.
Don't fall.
These beds are not safe to stand on. They're missing so many slats.
I have no choice.
Well, the last time Sophie did this, I did say to her to stand on the
Yeah, I keep
rims.
trying to, but my leg distance is not that long
No.
for me to securely do this.
And then once we've done this,
That's actually really far back, actually.
Sophie's then going to be able to
You pass me the stud finder, please. Thank you.
put the rest of the glow-in-the-dark stickers up. You realise you're going at an angle, babe?
It's fine. Now?
Other way.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Now?
Kind of somewhere around there.
Okay. Go.
So with this stud finder, you just press a button and then move it along wherever, and it can tell you where there's pipes, like metal, electricity, or a stud, which is safer to put a projector through when it's going to be hanging above our heads. Did it not come up with it then?
There's one right here.
There.
Motion detected
Yeah,
at the
here.
front door.
I'm just trying to find the other edge of it. Because it's found that edge, but I need to find the other edge so I can find the centre. But for some reason it's not finding it.
It might be going up and down, babe.
I found the centre. Hang on. Hang on.
It might be going up the other way
Yeah,
instead of
I know.
side to side.
Oh.
See?
Shut your face.
And what it will do then is it will literally tell you the edge of each side of the stud so that you can identify where the middle is. So you can put the screws like dead central.
Yeah, we can't though.
Why?
Because exactly where that is, there's electricity wire. So
Oh.
I've got to go up a little bit more. Oh, this is fine. Can you pass me the pencil? Oh, there's electric there.
That's quite far over.
Yeah, I know.
Is there not?
There's nothing over here. Well, there wasn't. Oh, there it is. It lied to me. I went the wrong way over here, clearly.
Motion detected at the front door.
That's in line with the one down there now as well.
And there's no kind of in line.
That makes a little bit more sense.
And there's no electric right in that point.
The problem is now, is that a long enough distance that you measured out?
I'm gonna remeasure it. My arm couldn't hold it up there for much longer in one go.
She has more muscles than me and she can't even hold it up.
You're stronger in short bursts.
I think that's something to do with the whole destroyed muscles that I've got.
The answer is no. It's extremely not
Oh, shit.
the right distance back. Oh, like by a lot.
Shit.
Okay.
Move it towards you.
I'm gonna have to calibrate it again. Come on, I know there's a stud there, so.
Because there should be a stud every couple of feet.
Motion detected at the front door.
Let's try this way because it's not doing it that way. Surely if it's saying that there's one going that way, it should be going the other way as well. Should it not?
What do you mean going the other way? They're going like this, babe.
Yeah, but surely if it's detecting wood, it should detect wood no matter which direction I go in.
Yeah. I think you're going off at an angle again.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I nearly fell. Hang on.
It might just have to be the case that you put the projector up and then you might have to move that end. You know.
See. Recalibrate it in there. So there's a centre of one right there, but that can't be one because that's really narrow. So it's got to be something else.
Well,
Is it the same as one here? Yeah, at least it's detecting it right.
so yeah, that is it. Which will be good for the distance because it's a little bit further back.
It needed to go a lot further back than what?
No, it didn't. Whereabouts on the tape measure does it need to go?
Well, that's at 104. I need to be 136. So it needs to be here.
Yeah, that's roughly... You need to go that way a little bit more. Because you're going at an angle again.
Yeah, I see that.
it's only a little bit too far. It'll just mean that the screen isn't filled all the way around, so it's just going to be a little bit on the inside.
It would be the other way around. So like we would miss some of what we're looking at. Because the further away it is, it will be less clear.
So then bring it a bit more forward. Why are you going further out then? Come forward a bit more.
Because it needs to be the right ratio. It needs to be 136 centimetres away.
Well, if there's no stud, then it can't be that. Right, we'll be back. What a difference that makes. I mean, it's been a little bit longer than an hour because I completely forgot. But at least my pulse is no longer like 110, it's in its 80s. Which I'm just so happy with because I don't feel dizzy anymore, which obviously it's showing in the numbers, but it also just goes to show how quickly things can change if I can't take my medication, and it just adds to the stress on my heart and my body and whatever else. Did you have some nice food? Did you just eat some tea? Was it yummy? Oh, don't lick me. Was that yummy? Yeah? Did you enjoy that? Don't lick me. Good girl. Ooh, belly rubs. Ooh. Yeah. Good girl. So, story on the projector. We're having to go down that way a bit more because all the studs up here have got like electricity wires near them. So to go to the studs that don't have electricity in them, she's having to move it that way. The problem is there ain't no more bed to stand on. So we've just had to order a step ladder. So that Soph could put it on the floor and be stable and not leaning off the bed trying to use a power tool basically. So that's kind of on hold for the minute until that arrives. Hopefully that will be here around 5 days, I think it said. So it's another little wait until we can have the projector up, but I'd much rather it be done safely than not and something horrific happen. So we're probably going to live with a tape measure on the ceiling for a little while longer now to go with, you know, the banner that's still hanging in there. But I'm going to carry on with this pen pal.